We'd like to take a minute to thank our pals over at Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. The new gold standard of audio repair, Isotope RX11, is coming in May. Buy RX10 now on sale and get RX11 absolutely free when it's released. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. High Gain listeners get 10% off using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. That's all at isotope.com. IZOTOPE.com. John here, and we've got a new sponsor, DistroKid. Now that you've finished your latest Pirate Math Sponge Core Twitch trek, it's time to get it out there so everyone can hear it. DistroKid helps musicians get their music on all the major streaming platforms, and artists keep 100% of their royalties. And because you're a High Gain listener, you get 30% off. Just go to distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. That's distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. And now DistroKid has an app. The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android. You can download it at distrokid.com/app or in the app and Play stores.
Oh, hey, it's me, Ed Peterson.
Hi, Ed. It's me, John Kiltica.
Hey, John, it's the High Gain Podcast.
It is the High Gain Podcast once again.
It's beautiful-ish, fallish. We're heading into that time.
Yeah.
Pumpkins and stuff.
Pumpkins.
Yeah. We should talk about metally guitars. Pointy guitars.
Pointy, metally guitars.
We never do these kinds. Is it purple?
Yes.
Blueberry? Purple? What is it?
It's purple.
Yeah.
And I say that hesitantly.
Yeah?
ESP calls this reindeer blue.
Maybe it's on the blue spectrum?
There's some blue in this here purple.
Yeah. Purple, is that red and blue combined?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe a little more blue than red in the mix.
Yeah.
Kind of super stratty shaped, real exaggerated on that upper horn.
To the point where it looks like even the bottom horn is shortened a little bit.
Yeah, but the bottom horn also comes down farther than on a normal Strat.
It does. This is 24 frets.
Uh-huh.
And the bottom horn is cut in just about at the 24th fret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get up there and do my shredding.
That's where you spend all your time. Like 18 to 24 frets. That's the sweet spot.
You like my pinch harmonics? Pretty accurate, no?
Pretty accurate. This was one of those guitars where I didn't know what it was going to be.
Uh-huh.
And then you pulled the case out and it said ESP on it.
Yes.
And I got very excited. Oh my God, this is going to be awesome. Then you pulled this guitar out and I was
crestfallen.
To say the least. I feel like there's a lot of really cool ESPs, and you picked not that. You opted for the not cool one.
You know why?
Because you like to do that to me?
No. Because I am loyal to our listeners.
Oh, okay. Did someone ask for this? Oh my God. Busting out the notes.
We got a mail sometime back from superfan Rob.
Yeah.
In Wales.
Oh, my God. Rob in Wales. Well, okay. This one's for you, baby.
Rob in Wales.
Not a full name. Not Rob in Wales.
No, Rob of Wales.
Of Wales.
Wanted us to do an ESP. Mm-hmm. Not quite this model. Here's what he said. If you do lay your hands on one at some point and can make it one without active pickups, maybe it would avoid the inevitable yuck from Ed. Signed, Rob from Wales.
But he wanted an ESP something? Like this is an E2 Horizon?
Yes, I can't remember which one he wanted. But this one does have passive EMGs.
Okay.
This is not an active guitar.
This was the closest we could get to Rob's request, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Rob, So far, you're right. I'm stoked that it's got passive pickups. So far, we're doing okay.
And you're all about the purple. I know you.
It's got that kind of like carved top, like kind of evocative of the PRS style. The knobs are a little indented into the body, and
Yeah.
it looks fancy. It's got like the binding around the body, binding around the neck, headstock. 12th fret says ESP in the inlay.
It does.
Beverages.
Yeah. Sometimes, you go top of the dome and you come up empty.
No, not empty. There was stuff there. There's the beginnings. There's the concept of a plan.
Yeah, yes.
You had the concept of a plan.
Yes. Exactly. What are you drinking, Ed?
Oh, I got a coffee in a Crow mug. Crow mug's looking great. Crack's fine. Everything's cool. And I went up to the street fair again this week.
Oh.
Klickitat Canyon Winery.
Ooh.
Maybe winery, maybe like vinegars and stuff, but they had a few juices as well.
Vinegar juice?
No, just like organic fruit juice. I think they make the spectrum. They make the wine, they make the vinegar, which is bad wine, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. And just the juice, which is maybe not fermented, so not wine.
Is there any pre, pro, postbiotic action in there?
None listed. It just says fresh pressed, no preservatives, no sugar added. 100% cherry apple juice.
Cherry apple juice.
Cherry apple.
How is it?
It's super good. Oh my God. Yeah, you get juices from Big Juice. You go to Big Juice.
Yeah, that's your first problem.
And they fill it with like corn syrup and whatever gives it that like super sugary but weird bite.
It's the corn syrup industrial complex.
Yeah, Big Juice and Big Corn get together, make a baby. That baby's terrible. This baby.
It's good.
It's really good.
Last week, we talked about the difference between probiotic, prebiotic, and postbiotic.
For sure.
But I wonder, what happens if you're loading up on the probiotic beverages? You like the way they taste?
Yeah.
What happens if at the same time you happen to be on antibiotics? Do they cancel each other out?
I don't know, because antibiotics definitely tear up your gut. If you're on a heavy dose of antibiotics, it does some bad things to the downstairs. Your downstairs neighbor.
Knocking on the ceiling with the broom.
Yeah, not into it. I think they tear down the castle walls.
So maybe they mess up the whole thing you made with the probiotic.
Exactly. Exactly. But Ed Peterson, not a doctor, not an accountant, not a lawyer.
Doctor of keeping it real.
What about you? What do you have to drink?
I have coffee too.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Just a regular black coffee.
A regular black coffee. Mm-hmm. And I have left over from last time some zero sugar Gatorade in the flavor of berry.
Compare and contrast. Mine's it's almost gone. I've been chugging this thing because it's delicious.
Mine doesn't even say what kind of berry.
Yeah, it's chemical berry.
But they are at pains to remind me that this is not a significant source of dietary fiber, vitamin C, calcium, or iron. Oh well.
Rob, I'm not into this guitar. If you're not Rob from Wales, just check out now. Because this episode is just for Rob.
This is going to be super informative.
For everyone.
Yes.
Whenever I make statements in this episode, they are directed at Rob.
Oh, okay.
Rob, this guitar fucking sucks.
You hear that, Rob? Okay, Rob of Wales.
Rob of Wales. I don't know. The color, the top.
I guess we should start by saying what it is.
It's an ESP.
It's an ESP E2
Yeah.
Horizon 3. Our particular model is from 2017 and was loaned to us by the fine folk over there at Thunder Road Guitars.
ThunderRoadGuitars.com.
Yes, Frank and the crew.
Uncle Frank and the crew. They are great, and they have yet to give any editorial input on Ed Peterson and his spicy takes.
Yeah, potty mouth. This is a higher end guitar. It's got a neck through.
That's great.
It's got an ebony fretboard.
Yep.
It's got locking tuners.
Man, Rob, I take it back. I love this guitar. Rob, I'm sorry. This guitar rules.
Made in Japan. So it's not one of their other imports made in somewhere like Indonesia.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on the ESP website just kind of looking, and I think a lot of their guitars are just not my aesthetic.
I can see that.
You know, I'm not into PRSs. PRS and ESP, not the same.
Not the same.
I get it, Rob. Rob, I'm talking just to you.
Rob of Wales.
Rob of Wales. I understand that PRS and ESP are not the same.
I bet Rob of Wales knows Tom Jones.
You think?
He's got to.
I don't picture Tom Jones living or spending a ton of time in Wales.
That shows you what you know.
Does he live there?
I don't know.
I imagine he lives in Vegas. I don't know that for sure.
Rob of Wales knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should do the briefest of overviews about ESP itself.
Don't know anything about him.
Well, you remember Hisatake Shibuya, I'm sure.
I do.
Yeah.
I like that last name a lot.
Yeah.
Shibuya.
In 1975, our man Hisatake opens a store in Tokyo. He calls it Electric Sound Products, ESP.
That's awesome.
He's specialized in replacement parts.
Oh,
This
okay.
was 1975. Not many people were doing it at the time. So he would make like a bridge or tuning machines or source various other parts. So you needed some kind of part for a guitar. Hisatake would have it at his shop in Tokyo. I think at that point,
Yeah.
there was so little that you could get that was custom made
Right.
that this market opened up in the mid to late 70s so you could just do it yourself.
Yeah.
That became the thing.
Right.
In 1983, he began making those replacement parts in the U.S. So from his little store in Tokyo, he's now shipping parts over to the U.S. for people. And by then, he's also making bodies and necks.
Cool. Okay.
He's making bodies and necks for Kramer
Mm-hmm.
and Schecter. Schecter and Kramer are buying their bodies and necks from ESP and making complete guitars. So if you had some 1983 Kramer guitar, maybe Hisatake made the body.
Huh.
Then by 84, Mr. Shibuya, Hisatake, decides he's going to make entire guitars. The first he made was the 400 series, and it was the first of his guitars to be distributed in the U.S.
Was that Super Stratty?
I would guess.
Yeah.
And then in 87, our man Hisatake, he flat out buys Schecter.
No kidding. Okay. Yeah. I love it when you turn on the Boss SY200. There's not a bad preset on that thing, you know?
It does stuff. Yeah.
It does all kinds of cool stuff.
I'm going to have to mess around with that some more.
I love it.
Yeah. Synth pedal, SY200, made by Boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He buys Schecter,
And he moves. Where does he go, Ed?
Los Angeles, California.
No?
New Jersey.
No. New York City. He goes to the Music District. All those shops that were on West 48th Street,
100%.
no longer there. That doesn't exist anymore.
Was that a long, slow decay that happened? Like, why are they not there? Is it
maybe.
all like coffee shops and...
Probably development.
Yeah.
So he's in New York City.
Yeah.
He's probably digging that.
I bet he loves it. He probably doesn't dig the summers and the winters.
I can't say for certain.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't Tokyo have the summers and the winters too? Humidity and snow, and
I don't think snow sounds correct.
I would not know. But it's equally as big. Tokyo might even be bigger. So I'm sure he felt right at home. And with that, he discontinued the parts business by 1990.
Does it snow yearly in Tokyo? Yes, it does. However, a note should be added that snow in central Tokyo is a very short and rare affair.
Oh,
This sounds like a AI answer, so it's all worded terrible and written terrible. But I would say that's a dusting where I picture New York City. They get
that's it.
dumped on occasionally.
Yeah, full on blizzard.
Yeah.
3 years later, he does move again. Maybe because of the blizzards in New York City.
100%.
Second-
3 years of that, and he's like, I'm out.
I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
He goes to Los Angeles.
My man knows what's up. West Coast, best coast, baby.
He doesn't just go to Los Angeles.
No, he goes to Sunset.
He goes to Sunset Boulevard in
Hell
Hollywood.
yeah. Hell yeah, he does.
And you know those Wheedlies over there at the Musicians Institute?
Oh my God. Of course that's where he is. I bet to this day he regrets those 3 years in New York.
Maybe.
Why didn't I come to Sunset Strip earlier?
But he made up for lost time
Yeah.
because Musicians Institute,
Yeah.
he bought it.
Oh,
1994, Hisataki's, he's not messing around.
no.
I need a pipeline straight from my guitars into the hands of the up-and-comings.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is he a player? Do we know?
I don't know.
We're just going to say yes.
Yeah, he must be.
Shredder.
Yeah. I think I could probably play a Hisataki line. Pretty good, huh?
Not terrible, John.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Yeah. In 1995, the LTD series is created. We know that to be the more affordable price point for ESP guitars.
It's the Squire of ESP.
Yes, they are primarily Korean and Indonesian.
Yep.
But then in 2014, this actual model is introduced. So this thing's been around for 10 years.
Okay.
As I mentioned, our example's 2017. So, Ed, in 2014 dollars,
Yeah.
what are you going to pay for this E2 Horizon 3 from ESP?
Man, I have no idea. Like on this one,
2014, was that like housing crisis? Or was that over?
yeah, that's over. Is this the higher end model?
By that point, there are custom models and there are, I believe, in 2014, US made models. Nonetheless, this is higher up on the scale.
I think I'm going to go low.
Oh,
What I think is high, but I think my number is actually going to be low. And I'm going to say like $24.99.
wow.
And I think that's low.
That's high.
Is it?
$14.99.
Really?
Here's the strange part.
Okay.
I went to the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
I went back to 2014, and this guitar said $22.99, but it was crossed out in 2014, and it said $14.99.
I've never bought, priced, or thought about ESP guitars as like a thing I would purchase. In my brain, I'm like, I bet these are expensive guitars. You know, they're targeted at the metal dude who wants a precise precision instrument.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty surprised. That number seems low to me.
$14.99, 2014 dollars.
Yeah, like that
is
sounds
like
great.
$2,000 today.
Okay, yeah. I don't think that's necessarily inexpensive. I'm just surprised it's that low.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
If I go to the bridge,
Bridgy as possible.
yeah, as bridgy as possible. It's not too bridgy. And I'm playing clean. If I go to the neck,
Yeah.
go in the middle, and I'll put the tone in the middle. Pretty normal, but it does seem to benefit from throwing some dirt on there. I've got our 1981 DRV pedal set to 0 in the dirt department,
Oh.
but it brings a crunch. We've always liked that pedal.
Couple guys like us are into it.
If you want a simple overdrive,
You could do worse.
yeah. The fret inlays are on the side of the neck, the side where the position markers are. And unlike those semicircular
Yeah,
thumbnails,
they're
these
just
are
like
like little squares.
Little blocks.
Let's try the Manticore overdrive,
Oh.
which has on it
Uh-huh.
the Savage knob.
How's your pinch harmonic game? Give me a pinch. Nope. There you go.
I got to get better at that. And that's the sound of it. You know, I got to tell you, I can't really tell what these passive EMG pickups do.
They're just humbuckers.
Which is fine.
Yeah. We're not the demographic for this guitar.
No.
Rob of Wales, I apologize.
Yes.
We're not the demographic. But what I think Rob wants to know is, how does this thing play? Because that's a thing that we very rarely talk about on the show. Every once in a while, we'll be like, oh, it's got like kind of a roughly C-shaped neck or whatever.
Oh.
But I picture ESPs, they're targeted at the metal community who needs that like super precise. They want to be very technically accurate.
Okay.
Like,
so
do you feel that?
I'll slip back into the normal way I play and talk about that. So
Yeah.
the neck is shallower, like a medley neck.
Yep.
The frets are bigger. They're jumbo.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, the fretboard is ebony, which is a harder wood, and I personally like the feel of.
Yep.
But as I'm looking to move around, I think that thin neck makes it easier to do.
The thin neck and the jumbo fret combo,
Yeah.
there's no guesswork. Yeah.
It's kind of fun to play because of that. Do I want this shallow neck jumbo fretted metal beast? I don't know, but one of my pet peeves is strings that terminate through the body without there being a tailpiece.
Yeah, you're not into it.
String through as an idea, I'm into that.
Uh-huh.
Just without there being a bridge, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not my personal thing.
Yep. There is a Horizon series as opposed to the Horizon 3. I don't know all of the differences, but one big one that I see just out of the gate is, you can get the reindeer blue with the trem. It's more expensive, and that's one of those things where metal guitar without trem feels weird. Where are my dive bombs at, Rob?
Where my Floyd at?
Yeah, Rob. This thing ain't got it.
Yeah, Rob of Wales.
Yeah. All the viewers, the lesson here is, send us a question and we'll do an episode just for you. No one else.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
Well, Ed,
Yeah.
it's reindeer blue
My favorite color.
or reindeer purple. It's a medley boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the features we've just been discussing.
Yeah.
And, you could go rock your metal with this.
You could.
Buy or deny.
Not you deny. This specific one, there's just nothing about this that I'm into. Like I said, when I saw it was an ESP case, I actually was like, oh, there could be something very cool in there. This is not that. No. I'm sorry, Rob of Wales.
Well,
But
it begs the question.
yeah.
Do you think Rob of Wales would buy this? Have we presented enough of the detail a connoisseur like Rob of Wales is going to need to make an informed choice?
I think he would have an informed opinion of Ed's opinion. I personally do not think my opinion should weigh very heavily into anyone's opinion of what they think is cool.
I should probably also caveat my horrible metal playing.
Uh-huh.
That should not sway you one way or the other. Use your own judgment.
Right. Picture Yngwie Malmsteen.
I don't even know if Yngwie would play one of these.
Oh, he would love it.
Oh, yeah,
Are
he
you
would love it.
kidding?
Yeah.
Did you look up ESP players?
We only care about one person.
Rob of Wales.
Does Rob of Wales want this?
Right. I think he probably does. I bet he wants the active one, though.
Well, his message to us
Yeah.
expressed interest in one without active pickups.
Just to appease the Ed gods.
He was looking to avoid your wrath.
Exactly.
Nice try. Okay, so you think Rob of Wales would be into this?
I think he would.
Don't worry, metal dudes.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
What about you, John? You didn't hit me with a buy or deny.
Oh, deny.
Oh, come on.
I agree with you, Ed,
Mm-hmm.
that an ESP like the M series with a single pickup that's more super stratty,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah, if you had pulled that out, we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
This thing's purple. It's purple with like a flame top and binding everywhere, and
Yeah.
just no.
I'll take pictures of the reindeer blue finish and see if anybody agrees that that's reindeer blue. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
I don't think reindeer are blue.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll put them up
Yeah.
for your consideration.
Well, the nice thing is no one except for Rob from Wales listened to this episode.
Right.
So we don't have to worry. Very targeted. From here on out, all of our episodes are going to be targeted to one listener per episode.
So I'll take the pictures. I'll put
Okay.
them up on the Instagrams.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then what? Do we do it again next week?
Yes, if the fine folk over there at the Ruinous Media Network of music-related podcasts deign to let us continue.
The Ruinous Media Network without John and Ed? Where would they be?
They'd probably be doing pretty fine. But, so
We should do it anyway.
let's do
Like-
another one next week.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.